Hi, I'm Tennille Biggers, your referral partner with Keller Williams Elite Partners 3 here in the greater Orlando area. This month's tip is all about customer service. The three things I want to talk about is being organized and consistent, follow up on those things, and then communication. This applies to all internal parties. That would be the agent on the other side of the transaction, title, transaction coordinators, lender, inspectors. I consider this the internal side. And then the external side on all of these things is going to be to your customer, which is going to be your buyer, your seller, your investor. So the first thing is being organized. Do you have a checklist in place for everything? Now, some of you are like, yes, I have checklists and highlighters, and this is what I live for. And I got you. I know what you're thinking. This is like your place to be. And some of you are cringing because I mentioned checklists. It's just not your forte, and that's okay. The thing is about a good checklist, once you build it, it should work for you for a very long time with minor maintenance. So whether you are preparing to put a listing on the market or go into a buyer's consultation, you want these things to be consistent. So these conversations are consistent and you're prepared, because when that person has a great experience and they say, hey, I'm going to refer my friend, you need to provide a consistent experience, right? So important. Follow-up is when I'm going through those checklists and I'm calculating dates, the critical dates. Don't mind my mess on the floor. We have some events coming up. That is my sliding grease board calendar over there. So I know what's coming up and when, and I can follow up with the appropriate parties ahead of time. It is never acceptable in my book, in my world, to wait until the due date to follow up on something. My transaction coordinator is ahead of the game. My assistant is ahead of the game on marketing. Like, we do as much as we can up front and try not to be in scramble mode, because none of us should be living in that space. And then the last thing is communication. If there's a blip, figure it out. What are the options? Get back to the parties that are involved. Let them know what's going on, what their options are. And then you have this great opportunity to think about it and move forward. Communication internal, communication external, right? These things are very important. So I would love to hear your tips and tricks. What's on your mind these days on customer service? Put them in the comments below. Have a great October. Happy Halloween, guys. Bye.